Good morning, children. Today we'll study lesson number 7, air. Children, you might have seen the air blowing. When the air blows gently, it is called breeze. But when it moves very fast, it is called wind. And when wind blows very fast and knocks down things like trees get broken and all, that time it is called storm. It is called storm. So in this chapter we are going to read about the air and its properties. About all these things we'll learn. Now let us see these pictures. 3 pictures are given here. This is the smoke coming out from the factories, and here the girl is cycling and this boy is sitting on a chair. So what is the question asked here? Which of them indicates that the air is causing the movement? Take them. Children, this one, smoke will move towards that direction only where the wind will push it. So it is moving that side. Next, girl is moving her hair, you see. The wind is blowing, so you can see the hair like this. Third one is this boy. Boy is simply sitting. So no movement is there. Now, see, air is all around us, that you all know. Without air we can't survive, children. We cannot see it, but we can feel it. We only can feel it. It is colorless. It does not have any smell. Understood? You can see the air. You can feel the air when you fill a tire. When air is used to fill the tires, and in your football also, when the air is filled, then it gets bigger in size, so you can see it. You can see the football, not the air, but it is observed by the various experiments which we will learn now in this chapter. Now let us learn about the properties of air. Air has weight. An empty gas cylinder weighs less than one filled with air. Understood? When the gas cylinder is filled with gas, then it is heavier, but an empty cylinder weighs less. It proves that air has weight. One more experiment is there. Let us read this experiment. Take 2 same-sized footballs, pump air into one of them, keep them on the 2 pans of a weighing balance. You will observe that the pan of the balance having the football filled with air tilts. This is because the air in the football makes it heavy. This proves that air has weight. Understood? You can see this picture. Are you able to see? Here, take a balance. So this football is without air and this is filled with air. So this will move down. This side of the balance will come down as it is heavier. Air has made it heavier. So this shows that air has weight. So this is the first property. Air has weight. Air takes up space. This is the second property of air. Blow some air in a plastic bag. The bag blows up. The air fills up all kinds of spaces. Means the plastic bag was empty, so the air fills it up. Put a piece of chalk in a glass of water. What you will observe? you will see that the tiny air bubbles coming out of the chalk. This is because the air present in the tiny holes in the chalk comes out in the water and water takes up those spaces. Have you understood? Means the air was present in the chalk, and when the water tries to enter the space, the air present in the chalk comes out and bubbles are formed. Similar kind of experiment is this. Take a trough and fill it with water. Try pushing an inverted glass straight down into the trough of water. This is inverted glass. So it means not straight. It is not really possible. Means we will not be able to keep it inverted. Next, tilt the glass a little. This is tilted glass. You will observe bubbles coming out of the water and water rushing into the glass. Now the air present in the glass comes out and the water takes the place. Water rushes into the glass. This is because air comes out of the glass and makes space for water to enter. Clear? When the air present in the glass will come out, then only water can enter the glass. This explains that air occupies space. This is the experiment to show that air occupies space. Means it needs space. Air fills up all kinds of spaces. Inside tires, pillows, balls, balloons, etc. Air in a tire, air in a inflated balloon. Understood? I hope these two properties you have understood. Now let's move on to the next property. Air can be rushed into a smaller space. Now blow air into a balloon and close its mouth like this. You will notice that you can push the same air into a smaller space in the balloon. This is the smaller balloon and same air you can put here also. When air is pushed into a smaller space, we say that it is compressed. It is compressed. Now next property of air. Air exerts pressure. The pressure exerted by the air on everything around it is called air pressure. Means the air exerts pressure on everything. It exerts pressure on us also. But we are not crushed. Why we are not crushed? Because the pressure inside our body balances that. So the air pressure can push upward and slow the fall of a parachute. Why this parachute comes slowly down? Because of the pressure of the air. This air pressure inside the parachute is pushing it upwards. Now take a balloon, blow air into it by keeping it in an empty glass. You have to keep the balloon in an empty glass and blow air into it. Lift the glass having the inflated balloon inside it by holding the balloon from the mouth. Means you need not hold the glass, you will hold the balloon from the mouth, from where it is tied. You can easily do this as compressed air can lift things. Means this compressed air can lift things. It is lifting the glass up. Understood? Why do we not get crushed by the air pressure around us? As I told you, because the air, what you will write? Because the air present in our body balances it. Or you can say air pressure inside our body and outside is cancelled. Now the next experiment.